Now, let's write the relative pronouns. These are the relative pronouns that actually introduce, whom doesn't have an E, introduce the adjective clause or relative clause. We also can use the relative adverbs to introduce them, such as where, when, why, and how. This also can be used to introduce the relative clause. Now we'll take examples, some examples to illustrate. Alright? The first example here is the boy who was wanted for the crime has been caught. Where is our relative pronoun? By letting you know that we have who as a clause marker should tell us that it starts from this point and terminates at the point of crime. If you remember, or you have seen the class on the participial phrase, the ed participial phrase, you will discover that one of the examples was that the boy wanted for the crime has been caught. That means it was taken from here. This time now, we have, instead of just taking only the phrase, the boy wanted for the crime has been caught, which of course gives you the same meaning, the subject and the final verb has been introduced to make it a clause. That is the difference now. And you can see essentially when a structure becomes a clause and when it's a phrase. This is the subject, these are the subject and the final verb, who was. We can, the final verb can change, the boy who is wanted for the crime, or the boy who has been wanted, and things like that. Or the boy who will be wanted, if it's prophetic, and all that. So, we know that this now makes it a clause with our relative pronoun. Our relative pronoun is the subject, and then the was one who was wanted, who up to was wanted is our verb, and then for the crime becomes an adverb, SVA. Okay? So, but it does the work of an adjective. That is why it's called the adjective clause, or the relative clause, or the adjectival clause, since it's not a pure adjective. It's also called the adjectival clause. So we say here now that it's functioning as an adjective qualifying the noun boy. That is the point. The noun boy. So in this case, you can even simply say it is qualifying the noun boy without telling us that it's an adjective. Anything qualifying the noun automatically is an adjective. So we've seen this example telling us that who was wanted for the crime is an adjective clause or adjectival clause or a relative clause modifying, qualifying rather, the noun boy. We'll take some other examples to illustrate.